What do you think of when you think of merch? Maybe t-shirts or hats? Toys? Maybe even jackets or backpacks? Well, today I wanted to look at the merch that comes out of the IDOLM STER series. Being based on a video game with an anime aesthetic and musical background, some obvious merchandise like colored concert pen lights or anime figurines might come to mind. That being said, there's definitely some oddballs that have been produced. And I mean very odd. Welcome to IMAS History, a channel dedicated to the crazy history of the IDOLM STER. I'm your host, Jenny Morgan, and we'll be taking a look at some of the weirdest IDOLM STER themed merch out there. So, I have compiled a list of about 20 or so items and ranked them from what I view as the most normal to the most weird or out there or just not really what I think of when I think of the IDOLM STER. Let's start easy. In late 2020, 3 sets of merch were released by Movic. These 3 bath sets are each based on the unit members of Alströmeria. They each feature Tenka, Amana, or Chiyuki, and have their own little items in a bag. They include bath fizz, a flower petal drop, and a soap star, and were each available for 1,760 yen, which is about $13 USD. Now, I just wanted to include this because I read some of the comments about this item when it was announced, and people were talking about how this was much needed during concerts, particularly everything Knots item, and that's kind of hilarious as an anime fan. If you know, you know. Okay, let's jump to the next item. This is kind of odd at first glance, but it makes more sense the more you look into it. This is a 1/12 scale of the 2005 arcade cabinet of the IDOLM STER. This was produced by Wave as part of the Memorial Game Collection, where they were producing various video game consoles and arcade cabinets as scaled model kits. Now, what makes this make a bit more sense is that the arcade game had been online since 2005, but had just closed down the year prior and was very well known for its iconic, sleek design and chassis. As sort of a memorial to the game, a plastic snap-fit model was made to resemble the old chassis and included several screenshots of gameplay that could be inserted into the model to simulate the cabinet's screen. It also included scaled-down versions of the producer cards and unit cards that stored player data for the game. This model could be bought for about 2,520 yen, or about $18 USD, in late September of 2011. The next group of items are all from ACG and are all beach themed. First, we have an inner tube with all of the 765 Pro cast on it. Next, we have a surf mat, again with all of the cast. And finally, we have a beach ball. Or not? An inflatable beach square? Oh wait, it has dice numbers. This is an inflatable beach dice block themed around the anime version of the IDOLM STER. That's very specific. Anyways, this trio went on sale in July of 2012, with the inner tube going for 2,940 yen, which is about $21.50 USD. The surf mat going for 5,040 yen, which is about $37 USD. And the inflatable dice beach ball went for 1,260 yen, which is about $9 USD. I also really liked the comments on Amazon about the dice block. This one stuck out to me in particular. It basically says, I used this item once and it worked out well, but I doubt I'll ever use it again. Like what? Anyways, let's move from the summer heat to the winter cold. Did you ever need something to warm you up in the freezing cold? Maybe something as dreamy as an idol's touch? Well, you're in luck. In 2009, at the IDOLM STER Happy Christmas concert, an item was released as a purchase privilege for buying merch. Fans could either get a special CD or get an eco warmer for every 2,000 yen, which is about $14.50 USD, that they spent on merch at the concert. Now, from what I can tell, these were pocket or hand warmers with the idols from 765 Pro and 961 Pro on the front, and they would heat up to provide warmth. I think these are similar to the ones that you can get at places like Target, but themed around the IDOLM STER and ultra cutesy. I honestly can't get over the heart shape, that's just too cute. Next up, we have a bean sprout growing kit. Yes, beans. This kit is based around the idol Yayoi Takatsuki from 765 Productions as part of a promotion to celebrate her birthday. The aforementioned bean sprouts are based on the ones she and her family are known to eat as part of her appearance in the 2011 anime. Yayoi was announced to be a promotional ambassador for the city of Takatsuki, and the kit was made to celebrate. It could be bought at a special booth in front of the Yasumitsu Ruins Park at the Park Center for 1,650 yen, which is about $12 USD. Again, this isn't really what I think of when I think of regular idol merch, but we're still in the realms of normalcy. Which leads us to 2017 and meme culture. Our next item is fidget spinners. Yes, I said that. IMS has made fidget spinners. And not only one, mind you. I found 4 official IMS fidget spinners, and they're something. In 2017, as part of the merch for the Idolmaster Hodgepodge Festival concerts, 765 Production and Million Live released a pair of fidget spinners with the logos of the franchises on them. Following this, in 2018, a Hyper Mega hand spinner themed around High X Joker was released by FAT as part of the merch for the Idolmaster Side M 3rd Live Tour. Finally, we get to another fidget spinner released that year for the Idolmaster Million Live 5th Live. This one had 3 weights and was themed around the princess, fairy, and angel type logos from the Idolmaster Theater days. The initial pair of fidget spinners would sell for about 2,500 yen, which is about $18 USD, while the latter pair would sell for 2,700 yen, which is about $20 USD. Next, we're going to look at a legendary item, a rare item that is so extremely rare that it is only whispered about by fans in hushed corners of the internet. Well, not really, but it is really sought after. This is a train-shaped tape dispenser themed around the Idolmaster Station, a real-life radio show featuring the voice actresses of Chihaya Kisaragi, Hibiki Ganaha, and Takane Shijo. The tape dispenser was a limited item at the Idolmaster 5th anniversary concert and was shaped like a train car, similar to those used by JR trains and some private railways. It came with special Idolmaster Station tape and sticker decals. The tape dispenser could be bought for about 1,390 yen, which is about $9.50 USD, at the concert venue. Let's take a look at the next item. A cup. A shoe. Wait, no, that is a boot-shaped drinking glass. Yep. This glass was produced as a collaboration between the Idolmaster and Tokyo Hands as part of a winter-themed collection. There were actually several items in that collaboration like lip balms or acrylic Christmas trees, but the boot cup was definitely an outlier. Unlike a lot of the other items which were themed around specific characters or brands of the Idolmaster, the cup included all 5 of the IMAS brand logos in a golden lettering. The glass cost about 2,200 yen, which is about $16 USD, in late 2019. This would be perfect for those Idolmaster-themed sparkling wines and beers, right? Now, we've talked about body fragrances, but what about room fragrances? Well, Aniplex Plus has got you covered. Chocho Matières, a fragrance brand associated with Aniplex Plus, released a series of 6 different scents, each themed around a unit of Side M. Each fragrance came in a small bottle and was colored with a similar color to that of the unit's image color. The units were Dramatic Stars, which had a floral woody scent, Bait, which had a floral marine scent, SEM, which had an oriental botanical scent, High X Joker, which had a fruity musk, W, which had a citrus fruity smell, and Jupiter, who had an herbal citrus scent. Each bottle also had an optional star charm that could be purchased separately, containing a unit member's initials and image color. Each fragrance cost 3,974 yen, which is about $29 USD, and could be ordered in late 2017 or early 2018. Next, take a look at this. In 2022, Tanita collaborated with the Idolmaster to promote the series' 17th anniversary with the theme of exercise. Their product, 322 unique and individualized character pedometers themed around almost every character in the franchise. Each pedometer would have one character out of the 322 characters emblazoned on the front, ranging from 765 Pro, Cinderella Girls, Million Lives, Side M, Shiny Colors, 876 Pro, and even 961 Pro. The pedometers were sold for about 3,300 yen, which is about $24 USD, and are set to be delivered to consumers in November of 2022. Again, not an item that I would associate with the Idolmaster, but still pretty cool. Now, this would not be the first or the last time that IMAS would work with Tanita. In September of 2021, Tanita would produce a digital kitchen scale themed around Kyoko Igarashi of the Cinderella Girls and her song Koi no Hamburg. The collaboration came about due to a line in the song sounding similar to the company name. Take a listen.
お料理得意なんです。あなたみたいにタイにちっちゃなハートキュッと詰め込んで。
Anata ni tiny tiny. Did you hear it? Anata ni tiny tiny sounds a little bit like Tanita. Hence, the Kyoko digital scale was born. The scale would cost about 4,400 yen, or about $32 USD. Speaking of kitchen supplies, let's talk about the hot cook. In late spring and early summer of 2021, an automatic hot cooker with audio functionality was released themed around 765 Pro. Produced by Sharp, the limited edition hot cookers could be ordered with one of 6 design decals on the top, all themed around the Idolmaster. In addition, a separate voice pack could be bought that allowed each of the 765 Pro idols and Kotori Otonashi to comment on the cooking and the cooker itself. The IMAS Hot Cook could be bought for 84,150 yen, which is about $614 USD, while the voice lines could be bought for the Hot Cook or other Sharp cookers for 3,300 yen, which is about $24 USD. Let's move on to the next item. Arcade games and the Idolmaster go together like peaches and cream, cookies and milk, eggs and bacon. But one game I did not imagine getting a collaboration is darts. You know, the sharp, pointy, aim at a bullseye, potentially a little dangerous darts? Well, in 2021, Darts Hive worked to produce a Side M themed darts game. Fans could buy cards that would change the background of the bullseye to being one of several units, those being Dramatic Stars, Bait, SCM, Cafe Parade, or Legenders. And they could even result in real-life dart background cards. The animations of the game would change to those relating to Side M, and purchasers could also get themed badges for buying the game card. Each card would cost about 2,200 yen, which is about $16 USD. So we've looked at a few toys like beach inflatables or fidget spinners. Obviously, the next logical step would be RC cars, right? Obviously. Yes, in 2009, the Idolmaster would release 2 remote-controlled race cars themed around 765 Production and 961 Productions' Project Fairy. The cars were produced by CCP as part of their Kevacon character car line. The cars were not the same and were each based on a separate real-life car. Each came with customizable decal stickers and cost about 4,286 yen, which is about $31 USD. Now, most of the items that we've talked about make sense in a roundabout logic. They're items themed around the games or its characters, but now we're gonna really look at some of the nutty stuff. This is definitely an odd item from the series. This is a trash can, or a trash can cover, I can't really tell, themed around Madoka Higuchi from Shiny Colors. It was produced by Movic, and I believe it's a fabric or some kind of polymer. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't speak Japanese, but according to Deep L, the sayings on the side are scolding the user of the trash can if they don't separate their paper and other items from the trash. Yes, a trash can is scolding you, you little lazy shit. Anyway, the can was sold in late May of 2021 for 2,200 yen, which is about $16 USD. Now, the next set of items is just bizarre for an idol group. These are the Idolmaster themed cigarette lighters. There were 2 sets of these items released, both to promote the Idolmaster Live-In slot. The first set were a set of 5 disposable lighters with all 11 girls in the game on the front. They sold for 1,050 yen, which is about $7 USD. The second set of 5 were definitely not disposable. They were made of brass and themed around Haruka Amami, Miki Hoshi, Chihaya Kisaragi, Yayoi Takatsuki, and Yukiho Hagiwara, with their silhouettes and signatures etched into the front in gold. This set was sold for 9,975 yen, which is about $72 USD. And because of this, you are now allowed to say that the Idolmaster gave you cancer. You're welcome. You know, maybe as a result of this, the Idolmaster and Tanita collaborations would focus on health. This takes us to the latest collaboration between the companies as of the making of this video, a talking body weight scale. Yup, we've hit the weird territory. This scale is themed around Triad Primus, with each of its members providing voice lines for the body scale. The scale would measure the weight given and analyze the measurements, where the idols would comment and provide support based on the analysis, with the idea being that the idols would support their fans in the health. The scales are being sold for 19,800 yen, which is about $144 USD, and are set to be delivered in December of 2022. Alright, we're getting to the final 3 items. I consider these to be the weirdest of the Idolmaster merch for various reasons, and I know some people might disagree, but this is just my opinion. Go do your own research if you want, or just yell at me in the comments. In the 3rd spot, I have put a premium, made-to-order, custom-tailored business suit. Yes, an honest-to-God business suit. Based on those worn by the producer and business people in Japan, suit maker Kashiyama collaborated with the Idolmaster to provide custom suits and tailoring. Fans could buy a ticket at the Asobi store and would then be called in for an appointment, where employees of Kashiyama would measure them and tailor a new suit or business dress. There were tons of options in color, fabrics, styles, pocket styles, specifications, inserts, and even embroidery. The tailors could put your idol's names in the pockets or in places via embroidery, and it was honestly super in-depth. Now, depending on what you ordered and the specifications, the price could vary, but that being said, the initial price according to the Asobi store is 50,000 yen, which is about $365 USD. I think it's a super cool idea, and it makes me kind of want to get one of those suits. In the 2nd spot, I have put a sword. Actually, 2 swords. Okay, more like 2 daggers, but still very out there. This pair of die-cast replica swords was themed around the unit Dark Illuminate and their song Souyoku no Aria from Cinderella Girls. Produced by Movic, each sword was a die-cast metal and was only about 15 centimeters long, but they each came with an exclusive case. Now, I know this sounds a little bit silly, but these were legitimate metal-ass swords that went on sale for the Idolmaster of all things. Like, a legitimate weapon. I'm not saying anything dangerous like a crime or a murder has ever happened from this kind of merch, but, like, it could. Anyways, in the top spot, I have put maybe a little bit of a cop-out, but it's still really odd to me at least. In late 2012, a piece of merch for the Idolmaster was available to be bought, and it still kind of surprises me when I think about it. This was a full freaking ass slot machine. For 490,000 yen, which is about 3,578 USD, you could be the owner of the Idolmaster Live-In slot, an Idolmaster-themed slot machine produced by Sammy. The game centered around the initial 11 765 Pro idols who appeared in the Xbox 360 games. It works like a regular slot machine with slots and jackpots, but also contained unique animations, in-game stories, music, and artwork. I actually got my hands on the scans of the guide for this game, and wow, there's a lot that went into this. I am not a slot machine player, but I really love the song they used to promote the game, and it's really catchy. Anyways, That was the weirdest Idolmaster merch out there. Between gambling, giving you cancer, selling literal weapons, and conversely selling health and wellness products and food, there's honestly a lot of crazy IMAS merch out there. So, what did you think? Did I forget something that you think should have been included? Leave it in the comments. There's seriously a ton of IMAS merch out there, so I could have missed something obvious. Plus, there's not really a ton of records on this stuff outside of forum posts or some barely surviving promotional posts, especially for the younger days of the franchise. So, let me know what you find. This has been Jenny Morgan with IMAS History. As they say at every Idolmaster event, it's IMAS everyone! IMAS!